You'll never guess what's gonna go by. What is all this stuff? City of Surrey is up in this corner over here. I wonder if that's Suk. I thought he went away. You can see. Right. Who is that? That's some other dude. Oh. See, I told you they're on the prowl. Right? Now they need to go after the raccoons. That's what they need to do. Hey people, we're gonna go see what the city was looking at over here. In some ways, I understand why they do what they do, but they really need a spring cleanup. Serious. Because this stuff here, I'm telling you right now, what it attracts are those cockroach beetles. That's exactly what they like to live in. Because when my neighbor over there, right next to me on that side, the Chinese people, were asked to alleviate some of the congestion in their yard with the wood because they really like to collect the wood, right? Well, they removed the wood and it came out in a big ass dumpster, right? And what they did though is they flushed out all those beetles, those cockroach beetles into my yard. It was this pile, so that's gone. But these guys, I don't know, they get a free pass, man. Why are they getting a free pass? What's up with them? Huh? How come the city was checking out that yard but not this yard? Because this is the more problematic yard, because that yard only had a little pile. This one's got like several big piles. Right? And it's not being used. Where I'm going through... See, this is what homeless people do. I wonder if that piece of pallet is over there still. Just hold on a minute. There it is. So I'm going to bring home that piece of wood for the shed. That's better than tarp. And look who's following me. Mickey. Mickey. So now I'm at my mess. So I don't know if I'm going to get another citation. One leaves and another one comes. Anyway, Jerry's going to be working on this. He's already built the frames. You can see that. And that one piece of wood will go nicely on the bottom. This is okay. But like I said, there's those cockroach freaking outside ones that like to live outside in wood. Right? So this is going to all go. Once Jerry picks through what he needs, that's pretty much it for me. Because I'm... Either or, it doesn't matter where I go. The intention was never to leave it there for any length of time and just decay, right? Because this yard, they had it through almost everywhere. All through here and here, along the house, along there, along the front. And then when they up everything, all of a sudden I went into my strawberry patch and I had all these little beetles. Well, they're not really a beetle. They're like a cockroach more than anything. And so you don't want too much of this stuff around. So I understand the theory behind it, and I actually live it, right? So anyway, this is what I'm going to do for the next 2 weeks, people. All this stuff in here. And I haven't started the car since the last time I was in it. And I'm going to look for my American flag that's almost as big as my whole car. And I'm going to drape it, because I want to do a little documentary on it. And then after I'm done the documentary, I want to send it to the CEO of GM Motors, General Motors, right? And give them good praise on this car, man. So half of this is gone. Most of it's going to be gone, right? Just enough that's going to fit inside pretty much into the shed, right? Whatever the size of the shed's going to be is approximately what's going to be left over in terms of the larger toys, right? The rest of them will be washed up and either dropped off at Value Village some way or somehow, or I'll put them out on the road, and if somebody wants something like that, okay, that's easy enough to wash and clean up. But for now, I'll probably just wash and clean it up for Andre, right? But I think I have another one of something similar around the side over there that can be washed and given away. And then there's some stuff over there that can be washed and given away. And then whatever canopies that aren't being used for this, will either be washed and folded up and put away. Obviously, I haven't done this yet, right? So, okay. I'm trying to breathe myself. I'm going to go into the greenhouse, so hold on a minute. The other thing I wanted to point out is the last thing you want is weeds growing in this. You do not want the buttercup overtaking the dirt that's ready for food. I have spouting potatoes that are like got roots on them like this. So regardless of what happens, this needs to be planted, because if it's not planted, it's just going to get overgrown with weeds again. So I have to plant this in order to make it look nice. And while I'm doing that, obviously I'm going to straighten out this stuff, right? And this thing needs to be shaken out. All this cleared out. Put a tarp over here. Preferably you want it in the sun. So maybe I'll put it over here. Put the tarp maybe right there. Put a tarp there. And take all this crap, shake it off, and take the leaves, put them in there, and then put the dirt maybe in something over here so that the roots can die off in the dirt, right? Because this weed you don't want. Which one is it? This one. This one right here. This is the one you don't want. You don't want that in your yard because it will overtake your garden. It will definitely overtake your yard. So you want the roots, and they're very fine, to die. So the only way you're going to do that is by putting that and letting it wrap up in the sun, beat on it, and then every couple of months turn it around, right? And then this is going to open up this space. So I'm just going to throw some potatoes in here just to keep the ground viable, right? So it doesn't get overgrown with this stuff, because this stuff gets out of control real fast and the roots really get locked up and it takes a long time to get rid of them. Okay, April 11th, 2016. Suk was made sure to take a picture of that as of, I gotcha. Don't think that I didn't notice, but you're just too much of a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna let it slide for today. In other words, straighten it up before I come back. That was kind of the impression that I got, right? It was like a warning, you know? So anyway, there's a little cat house up there that I'm going to bring down. Well, my son will bring down for me. I'm going to clean it and I'm going to put it in Mr. Lace's cat house. I mean, people, I'm so confused right now. Like, you can't imagine how confused I am. I've never been so confused in my whole life. Ever have I ever been so confused. I mean, I've had some confusing moments, and you know, living in some kind of weird. Oh, look at that! In some kind of weird freaking la la land, you know. But this is the weirdest, right? Oh, aren't those just beautiful? Look at that! Oh my God! I wish. I am going to bring in another plant. There's a couple of them out there that haven't even gotten to this stage yet because they're outside. And when they start blooming, I'm going to put the camera on them. You don't slow down the speed. You speed up the speed. So I'm going to let them, because they opened up in a day. 2 of them opened up in a day, and the rest of them opened up since yesterday. Okay? I mean, I'm out here fairly regularly. You're watching my videos, right? And aren't those just beautiful? Oh my God. Look at that. You gotta leave the door open because the bumblebees will come in here, the wild ones, right? The wild bumblebees love my yard. They're always nesting in here somewhere. And their nests are small. They're only 50 or so to a handful, right? And they're not, you know, they don't sting. Look at this thing. Just getting taller too. It's just bushy. Look, that looks like a pussy willow tail. Doesn't that look like a little pussy willow tail? Hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Wow, what's going on in here? Oh yeah, look what I did. I put the package of something that had seeds in them, and I don't know, they just started sprouting up on their own. The package is over there, so at some point I'm gonna have to throw them into the ground, right? Because again, you don't want the weeds overtaking what you've done, right? So, you know, it only makes more sense to put the stuff into the ground. Is that another one opening up? Here's one right here. Look at that. I don't know what that is over there. Oh, what a lovely little plant. Those are so nice. Look at that. Leave the window door open for a while. A little cold for bees, but there was one in here the other day. Obviously, those have gotten a little bigger. So all I'm going to do right now, because I am having panic attacks, because I'm very confused. I don't know what to do. You know, my landlady's daughter's reminding me it's April 11th and I'm supposed to be packing, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm trying to. I'm in my head. I'm like, where do I start, and how do I start, and you know, and why am I even starting, and you know, you know, like there's this stuff to put the windows in for this year, right? Like, what the hell? I'm still insulating this thing. Oh, there's my phone. Hold on.